Yesterday, we broke a story of Pierre Hincapié, and obviously today there is a very huge milestone about his transfer to the club of Arsenal, as personal terms have gone ahead to be agreed. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is my name, and hope you guys are really having fun wherever you are, and continue to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we really put up. And don't forget to hit the notification bell. That will enable you get notified every time a video goes up. So guys, how are you, my people? Hope you're really having some huge fun, and we're here to obviously extend the fun to you through this beautiful channel known as the Rokani Media Football. We are talking about Lucas Vázquez joining Erik ten Hag in Germany, and also a little bit of Jakub Kiwior, one of the players that is close to obviously leaving the club of Arsenal to joining a club known as FC Porto. First video of the day, and hope you guys are really having fun. And let's get into this Pierre Hincapié story as broken by David Austin. Fabrizio Romano followed up, and then here Fabrizio Romano goes ahead to give us details that others are not yet ready to obviously give us. And he's telling us that Pierre Hincapié has said yes to Arsenal, and personal terms have been agreed, long-term deal ready. Understand, Hincapié favors Arsenal and also seen as ideal signing by Arteta. Arsenal prepare opening bid, likely loan plus obligation to buy with Kiwior to FC Porto. Now, more details are really coming up for this deal and how Arsenal planning to obviously execute it. Personal terms are really very important for any side, because when you agree personal terms, you obviously have the grip of the player, and you are like having the word from the agent that you obviously want to join you. And this time around, Arsenal is obviously doing a second hijack on Spurs. Remember, Spurs was the first team to obviously come out and really make a proposal like that of Arsenal, and the player, I think, was a little bit hesitant. But the coming in through of Arsenal is a very big game changer, I tell you. The coming in through of Arsenal is a very, very big game changer into this transfer window of Piero Hincapié. Remember, the Ecuadorian who went ahead of the play for Arsenal, has any Ecuadorian ever gone ahead to play this? I don't think so, but he might be the first one to obviously come and will represent for the club of Arsenal. Now, the length of the contract, Fabrizio tells us that it's really long enough. That calls in for, I think, a minimum of 5 years. That is it. Then, from that, they'll obviously have to get in the agent fees. I think they're really very handsome. That's why Spurs is being really put out of the deal. And the other factor that you have to obviously talk about is the image rights, you understand, the match bonuses, and the possibility of really increasing the wage of the player. You understand? So that's all about Pierre Hincapié. So he is a left-sided centre back and play as a left back too, and he's really good going forward. If you've gone ahead to see him really play, you'll understand that the lad is really one of the kind that you have to obviously look at and really appreciate how good the lad is, because he is really good. And I really understand why Arsenal have gone in for him, and no one can obviously blame them for why they've gone ahead for him. But he's really a very, 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 very good player. And I tell you what, even going forward, he really has that attribute. And in set pieces, he's also that good. He can really score set pieces. And, Arsenal are the set piece kings. And when you look at the way he allowed through the central axis to create chances for the players of Arsenal, the players of Bayern Leverkusen, you really understand the kind of player that Arsenal is really interested in. And secondly, he really has a perfect cross on him. And when you're really having a number 9 like Victor Gyökeres, all you need is a player with a perfect cross in. That is it. And he can obviously do that floating ball that is really teasing through his own half. He can obviously cross the when he crosses the center, can obviously look out for that number 9 and put in that pinpoint cross in there. He has a perfect cross. And I tell you, Gyökeres will enjoy playing with this lad. I don't think that Arsenal really has a person or a left back who can really cross the ball as Pierre Hincapié. No one Arsenal has that can obviously do that job apart from this lad. And I tell you what, they're obviously going to be enjoying themselves to the fullest, especially the number 9s of Arsenal. And again, when Arsenal is playing with Martin Odegaard, you see to it that they really distribute the ball a lot onto the side of Bukayo Saka, the right side of the pitch, meaning that there are acres of space left onto the out wide left touchline, you understand? Meaning that with his perfect cross, all you need is simple: suffocate this other side where Saka plays, and then you will narrow the pitch onto that side, and you'll narrow the pitch onto the outward right and really widen the pitch onto the outward left. And the switch from Zubimendi or Declan Rice to find Piero Hincapié will obviously help Arsenal unlock very many teams. He comes in through to give them a different attacking dimension altogether at the club of Arsenal. And I tell you what, he's such a special lad. He is such a special lad, and I think that he will play more as a left back than a central defender, according to me. And I think Ricardo Carafiori will be shifted into the central defense sometimes when the manager really needs to change, and Hincapié will obviously be played into the left back position because he's that good, that perfect cross. And in games like those that things are not going on well, the manager can obviously get him in for like 15-16 minutes and tell him, please, all what I need is that perfect cross from you, and he will deliver it on time. You understand? But they're really discussing a deal of a loan with an obligation to buy, and Arsenal is going to have to do these deals. And that of Martin Odegaard had no buyback clause, but they went ahead and discussed Madrid. They discussed the deal with Madrid and really got the player. Then the most recent one they did in that manner was that of David Raya, because they had spent a lot of money and they couldn't obviously get in other players. So that's Arsenal for you. Pierre Hincapié, personal terms have gone to get agreed, and the player also wants to join the club of Arsenal. Now, the player that is also expected to obviously create space for Pierre Hincapié at the club of Arsenal has also gone ahead to really see a team that wants him put in another gear. And they've told us that FC Porto official bid for Jakub Kiwior has been received by Arsenal. Fee in excess of 25 million euros. Package, add-ons included on loan with obligation to buy. Kiwior has already said yes to FC Porto. Arsenal in talks over details of the bid. So, nothing's going to stop this deal from happening. I tell you that deals are really going to happen. Kiwior is going to FC Porto, unless otherwise. But I don't see anything that can stop this deal from really happening. Kiwior is going to FC Porto. Hincapié is coming in through to the club of Arsenal, and I think that will be the last signing of Arsenal. And this is another player coming in through the club of Arsenal. As I told you, Arsenal will obviously boost or bossy this transfer market, and he has obviously gone ahead to do that. So as Arsenal really discussing the bid, again, Fabrizio Romano told us that FC Porto are waiting for Arsenal to decide the next 24 to 48 hours on Jakub Kiwior proposal worth 26 million euros. Kiwior was never going to travel tonight, as it depends on Arsenal still deciding internally. Green light might also depend on talks with Bayern Leverkusen for Piero Hincapié. So we wait and see how things really pan out. But Jakub Kiwior is a player that is obviously going to be joining the side of FC Porto. Hincapié is going to be coming at Arsenal. I don't think that Arsenal have gone ahead to fail to sign a player whom they've gone ahead to agree personal terms this summer. Every player, Eze, Gyökeres, Zubimendi, Madueke, Mosquera, Nogard, and Kepa Zabalaga, when Arsenal agrees personal terms with you, it's a sure deal that you're obviously going to be joining them and really playing ball for them. That's what you're really having in through in here. So personal terms have gone ahead to be agreed for Hincapié, and is coming in through the club of Arsenal, and FC Porto is still waiting for Arsenal to give green light to a player known as Jakub Kiwior, to see to it that all really goes on well as they want it to be. So from that, we obviously have another big, huge story about a player who has gone ahead to leave Real Madrid and has been a very good servant. He's a winner, and Erik ten Hag has finally convinced him to join him. And who is this player? This player goes by names of Lucas Vázquez to Bayern Leverkusen. Here we go. Deal agreed with former Real Madrid right back, who joins Bayern as free agent. Medical already done secretively, and a deal to be signed on Tuesday. Exclusive story from late night, and deal done. So Lucas Vázquez has gone ahead to leave Real Madrid and has gone ahead to join a team known as Bayern Leverkusen. He has gone ahead to join Erik ten Hag. Erik ten Hag managed his first game for Bayern Leverkusen, and obviously he got beaten. And I think it would have gone ahead to be easy for Vázquez to obviously join Bayern Leverkusen, because the current Real Madrid manager has been at Leverkusen, you understand, and him being at Leverkusen has really created a lot of maybe influencing into the decision making for Lucas Vázquez, because maybe Erik ten Hag told him, please, can you get me Lucas Vázquez? And it was like, all right, you have the player. Lucas Vázquez is a player who is really a multitasker, can play as a right back, midfield, right wing, left wing. He really plays in multiple positions, and in the modern game of football, you notice that you need such players who really multitask a lot all the times. So that is all about Lucas Vázquez. We wait for his unveiling, and the medical was done secretly. It shows you how this deal was really done under the carpet. But finally, Fabrizio Romano had to obviously sneak in and obviously get to understand that the lad has been at Leverkusen and is going to be unveiled today. So guys, thank you very much for watching through. Tell me your thoughts about Piero Hincapié personal terms done into the comment section below, and we wait to see what others really have to say about this. I'm out.